So I've got three important stories to discuss today. The first being a brand new Pokemon revealed through Pokemon Go, confirmed to be a potential mythic Pokemon, as well as Bowsette and what exactly is Bowsette, and also the closure of TellTale Games Studio. A lot of employees stunned, a lot of issues, a lot of problems with The Walking Dead, all in today's episode of the News You Missed. The video game news show that recaps what happened this week in the video game industry that might be important to the industry at large, but more importantly, to you, ladies and gentlemen. Before we jump into that, I'd just like to encourage you guys to follow me over on Twitter to stay up to date with a lot of news stories that I don't really cover with a full-fledged video, but I will tweet out things and information regarding it. There's a lot of stuff that I get, and I don't have the time. For whatever reason, it's just not big enough to make an entire video on. I'll tweet it out over there. So if you want to stay up to date with even more video game news, that's probably the best place to do it at. So long story short, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the new Pokemon discovered named Meltan. Meltan is revealed in an interesting and unique video from Pokemon where the professor from Pokemon Go is talking to Professor Oak and detailing and divulging the information of the new Pokemon that we caught during the trick-or-treating event day, which is considered to be a mythical, unique, interesting Pokemon with some type of ancient text. Yes, this is just a made-up Pokemon that was introduced very recently, but Professor Oak is saying that he's always known about it, and there's not really a lot of information on this other than the simple fact that yes, it is indeed an actual Pokemon, and yes, it is indeed a mythical Pokemon. So it could potentially be a Pokemon for Generation 8, it could be an exclusive for Pokemon Go, but either way you slice it, it is a real legit thing and not just some weird placeholder or glitch. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing on, I want to talk about the Bowsette news. Oh my god, what kind of cringe happened to where we are putting together Bowser and Peach? That in itself isn't the problem. It's that Rule 34 and a lot of DeviantArt users got their hands on that idea and created some very, very cringe stuff. Now, a lot of people absolutely love this. Pretty hypocritical to enjoy that type of stuff, but then really downplay people who are furries. I'm not really into either one, so it's extremely cringy for me either way, but essentially what ended up happening is that Bowser and Peach combined together to make a new entity known as Bowsette. Now this is due to the simple fact that there was a reveal of Toadette being able to use a crown power to become something similar to what Princess Peach would be. But because Princess Peach is kidnapped in a lot of the games, you can't use her during the main campaign of the game. Thus, you have to use like Toad or something, you know, instead. And they've been able to add a way for you to use Princess Peach while retaining continuity of the game and the story. Thus, you get the crown power, and Toadette turns into Princess Peach while playing the game. Sweet, good idea. Alright. But then, somebody applied the idea to Princess Peach and Bowser puts on the crown and becomes Bowsette. A fusion of kind of like Princess Peach and Bowser, and yeah. The way that this originally took off is that there's someone who published a comic where Princess Peach declines both Bowser and Mario at the end of Super Mario Odyssey, and then Bowser has the crown power up, uses it, and then you later on see Mario and Princess Peach looking at Mario, Bowsette with him. And yeah, it's definitely a strange comic, but it did spring forth a lot of unique and interesting art. I'm just gonna leave it at that because once again, this stuff really isn't my thing. Furry stuff, DeviantArt, Rule 34, not my thing. If it's yours, congratulations, you got more fapping material. Finally, I wanted to hit on a massive story. This is a huge article, ladies and gentlemen. TellTale employees have been left stunned by the company's closure, no severance, there's a lot of bad stuff happening. A couple of companies have issued out welcoming mats for the employees who once worked there, saying that, hey, you know, if you want to come over and put an application in over here, we'll hire you. Companies like Ubisoft have been seen tweeting stuff out like that. So that's good, but it's really a shame that TellTale Games Studios are going to be closing, because that means not only there are going to be no more Walking Dead games, but no other side entry series like the Minecraft series that they had going on. And for me specifically, the one that I was looking forward the most is The Wolf Among Us 2. If you guys have never played The Wolf Among Us, it's an absolute great game based upon fairy tales in the TellTale Games style, and it's a really, really great game to play, especially with someone else. You know, you can't necessarily co-op it, but you can play it together and enjoy a really, really great story. But unfortunately, because of the studio closure, that's probably never going to happen ever again. So rip The Wolf Among Us 2, rip The Walking Dead, and rip all the other side entries to the series, like I believe they had a Borderlands series as well. That's going to be gone too. It's really a shame to see a company like that close, but that's what's happening. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was a quick episode of the news you missed. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please leave me a big thumbs up if you did. If you didn't enjoy it, you leave me a thumbs down and tell me what I can do better in the future. And you can always click that subscribe button to stay up to date with video game news. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take back gaming one subscriber at a time. Mavericks unite. Let's take back gaming today. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and as always, good gaming, God bless, and I'll let the end card slate take over and show you something you might want to watch.